it's just sad to think sometimes na um I had to learn all those things in the expense of hurting another person.
Mm.
Na hindi ko rin naman maiwasan. And siya rin naman siguro sa akin dati. But in the end, meron pa rin wala
Are we
had
talking
to
about a
happen.
specific may pareho ba tayo ng iniisip dito?
Oh, wala naman ako ibang ex. Isa lang naman.
Mikoy, first of all, congratulations. Grabe. You know, the last time I talked to you, pinag-uusapan lang natin yung movie mo, and the following week, meron ka ng trophy. Grabe. Yung press con, ano? Yung press con ng
pa ako sa
theater.
hype na hindi ko pa kasi napapanood yung mismong movie nung time na yun. So doon pa ako excited about. Pero tinanong mo rin ako kung may expectations ba ako, di ba?
Yes.
Awards and all. And at that time, wala pa talaga sa isip ko yun. Nasa isip ko lang is, basta binigay ko lahat. Like, ginalingan ko dito. Alam ko sa self ko yun. Ginalingan ko dito. And gusto ko makita yung final output na sana mag-translate yun sa screen, yung mga pinagagawa ko. Tapos, when I saw the movie, parang tumahimik lahat sa loob ko. Na parang,
kalma ka ganun.
Oo, nakalma ako, na-relieve ako na, okay, whatever happens at this point, parang nabunutan ako ng tinik na okay nga yung ginawa ko. So, parang nagka-peace of mind na ako na at least I got to see it. Yun lang pala yung ina-anxious ko about, yung makita yung film. Until a few moments before the actual awards night. So yung awards night na yan, wala kasi ako napanood ng ibang entries the whole week. So humabol kami sa dalawang movies na may extended screening that day sa PICC rin. So we were there around 11, 12 lunchtime kasi nanood pa kami ng Rookie and then nanood kami ng Itim Mapukpukaw. Tapos ang daming tao. So parang sa kotse kami naghihintay. I was with my girlfriend, with Isa. Tapos nung after the second movie, when we were in the car, we still had an hour and 30 minutes before the awards night. Tapos doon nag-start sa akin parang wait lang, bumabaliktad na yung chan ko
Anxious ka na.
Anxious na ako. From that
something.
To I was breaking down na parang like ang hirap pala nauna akala ko kinakabahan lang ako dahil baka nag-expect ako paano kung manalo o paano kung hindi nga ako manalo, like matatago ko ba yung reaction ko, like baka magmukha akong bitter kapag in-announce yung pangalan ni Khalil, parang ganun yung mga iniisip ko na time na yun. Parang sinasabi ko sa girlfriend, parang bigay nyo na lang kay Khalil para matapos na to. Please mag-text kayo ngayon, sabihin nyo sa akin na Miko hindi ka nanalo, uwi ka na. Yun yung hinihintay ko sa phone ko. Tapos pero really, like nung natumbok ko kasi ang tagal we had so much time in the car, umabot ako sa point na okay, kaya pala ako kinakabahan kasi it was really really hard and new for me and uncomfortable to acknowledge myself, to acknowledge the work I did. Na parang hindi ako sanay na tumanggap at sabihin sa self ko na at tanggapin ng buong buo na hey, you did good. Sanay ako na parang at the end of the day, when it's just me and myself, kapag nag-drive na ako pa uwi from the shoot or whatever, mag-ano pa rin ako na okay ako dun sa eksena na yun. Gusto ko yun. Nagalingan ako dun. Pero hindi ako sanay na may ibang tao nagsasabi sa akin na marami. Yun yung hindi ako sanay. Kaya alien siya sa akin. So when this happened, itong awards night na to, hindi lang basta sinong tao like sila Luis Guillen.
Saka hindi, a Cinemalaya Award is coveted ito ng mga artista. Like hindi ito basta binibigay lang. Yung talagang mga artista nag-aaway for this, kumbaga.
Exactly. So, 'di ba? Tapos it's the first time I've really won and I've been acknowledged for my craft. And it's new, it's overwhelming, but it feels great to the point na parang wait, paano to? May ganon, paano to? Paano tanggapin yung mga ganito kalalaking puri?
Ang first reaction ko being your kuya and being somebody who followed your career, it's about damn time, dude. How did you accept that balanghay?
At that moment? Or
at that moment, knowing na nandun si Loris Galian and all the actors.
God. When I was in the car waiting, inisip ko lang na, okay, if ever manalo ko, kailangan ko magpasalamat. Yun na lang siguro. And bahala na kung anong sabihin ko. But when I got there, nakaka-pressure din kasi si Jazz Curtis, nung siya yung nag-host, sa ilalim niya may timer na parang sinasabi niya na, guys, sa PICC, strictly 2 hours lang tayo. And I promise you, maging mabilis at madali lang tong ceremony natin. Hindi nyo kailangan maghintay ng matagal. So if the winners may make their speech a bit shorter and sweeter para lang mas on time tayo. So lahat na umaakit sa stage, nanalo, lagi parang, thank you para sa lahat ng ganito, maraming salamat. Ganun lang. Tapos yung iba medyo mahaba ng konti na hindi ko magagawa to kung wala si ganito, si ganyan, salamat. O iba nga parang, sige na, sa social media na lang ako post, bye-bye, thank you. Like, ganun lang yung mga awards nila. Until, eto na, like, category, Best Actor. Sabi ko, eto na, makakauwi na ako.
Sana kakain mamaya.
Oo, yung mismo. Sana kakain mamaya. Parang gusto ko na uminom na ako. Tapos, bago kasi sabihin yung winner, di ba, the citation, Cinemalaya citation, babanggitin mo na lang yung description ng role. So parang for playing the compelling role of a predatory playboy, blah, blah, blah. Yung pa lang yung description pa lang sinasabi, yung dad ni Direk Gian, mga 2 seats away siya sa akin. Kinawakan na yung kamay ko. Sabi niya, Oy! Tapos binawi ko yung kamay ko na parang,
hindi ako yan.
Wala pang pangalan. Hindi ko na parang ibang entries. Baka ibang role yan. Huwag tayong ano. So parang nag-slow-mo.
Natin pangunahan. Wait lang. Hindi ako yan.
Natin pangunahan. Malay mo may ibang playboy sa ibang entry. Diba? Hindi lang natin alam.
Si Khalil playboy din yan eh.
Kaya nga. Tapos biglang, Mikoy Morales. Boom! Like, nagbuke lahat. Like, everything was such a blur. And doon ko na-realize kung bakit kailangan magagaling yung ushers mo sa mga ganong award ceremonies. Kasi kailangan ko hawakan yung kamay niya para makapunta sa stage. Parang, nagulat nga siya, parang nagganon yung kamay namin. He's a guy. So parang, ano siya, parang, ay sorry kuya, hatid mo lang ako sa stage. Kasi, as in blur. Like blur. Faces were blur. The lights were a blur. Everything. Tapos pagdating ko sa stage, ang dumating lang sa akin is parang, okay, may time limit. Magpasalamat ka na. Ngayon na, Mikoy. Parang, thank you. Lahat ng maalala ko, thank you. Tapos, yun. Tapos, wala na. Hanggang sa backstage, tuliro na ako na parang, anong nangyayari? Tapos lahat ng usher, like, iba yung usher sa stage, iba yung usher from backstage to a certain point, and then may lalakarin pa doon. So, bawat palit at tawid ng ushers, at sila, congratulations po, sir, nanood kami, ganun. Just floating. Even during the interviews, I was just floating. Tapos, biglang maya pumasok, andyan na rin si Dali De Leon. Andyan na rin ibang nanalo rin. So, parang, nananaginip na ako.
You were in the league of Dali, and oh my gosh, diba? And a lot of really great artists that time.
Yes. Grabe. And knowing that the jury, eto pa, may isa pang time doon na a little bit after when I got out, andun si Tito Gorgie. Tapos, tinanong niya sa akin na, anong feeling mo na unanimous yung decision ng judges sa pagkapanalo mo? Tapos sabi ko, ulul! Tapos sabi niya, hindi, unanimous talaga. Ito si Miss Chameno, Bring Camino, di ba? Tapos parang, ay, sorry po.
Unanimous talaga? Totoo pala?
Apparently, Charmaine, Buen Camino. Ang nalala ko lang sa jury was Charmaine, Buen Camino, Neil Daza, and I forgot, hindi ko na maalala yung iba. But Joey Reyes was there. Siya yung parang, wag kang kabahan. Siya yung nagsasabi na, you did good. Tapos ako naman parang, I'm nervous. Sabi niya, don't be. Tapos parang pag upo ko, in-overthink ko na yun na, ano ibig sabihin ng don't be na, wag na ako umasa? Or okay na ako? Like, ano yun? Bakit don't be yung sagot niya? Like, may gano'n. Tapos si Direk Loris, NR. Kasi kahit kay Ate Ana, syempre, alam niyang student ako ni Ate Ana ng anak niya eh. So parang, hindi siya nagbibigay ng kahit anong clue. So, si Ate Ana naman, that day rin, doon time na naghihintay kami sa car before the awards night, doon, yun actually nag-trigger ng breakdown ko. Nag-message siya na, Mikoy, whatever happens, I'm proud of you and you did your best. And sa lahat ng students ko, ikaw yung pinaka porsigido and enthusiastic sa craft na tuloy-tuloy na hindi tumitigil. And yun, sa ngayon pa lang best actor na kita. Tapos si Tita Becky rin nag-message din na sa lahat ng pinagdaanan namin na oh my God, 10 years na kaming magkasama, and then finally my first award, ganoon. It doon yun yung mga nag-trigger sa
you know yun na nga eh. I find it that I really find it hard to believe that this is your first award. Diba? Parang, bakit? Tapos sinimalaya pa. Alam mo, like, ano ko lang to, inject ko lang tong story na to. There's this one particular project that you did. Circus,
right.
Sabi ko sa'yo, maganda yung mga eksena mo, maganda yung napansin kita. Tapos parang uneasy ka, parang sige, okay, I just let it pass, diba? You have a difficult time accepting or acknowledging yung mga ganong papuri, no?
Yes.
Why?
Beyond, like, I think it's dala siya ng angst or maybe it's the environment and the perspective that I was used to or I am used to, na parang hindi ako nagpapaawa pero facts lang na sanay ako na parang lagi akong second option, parang ganun. I have that thing. Kaya nga may na-build, like since grade school, since I was young, like sanay ako na hindi ako yung unang at laging pinipili. Parang kaya nga naka-develop ako ng parang Napoleon complex na parang I may not be the tallest or the most handsome in the room. I may not be the smart, but I could be smart. But I may not be the smartest, but I could be a bit of athletic. I could be not the most fit, but I could do, like I do music. Parang gano'n, laging may justification kung bakit hindi ako yung pinaka sa mga categories, because I really didn't fit in with any group.
Hindi, wala. Okay. Like, wala ka naman kasi talaga dun sa mold.
The mold, you know
what I'm saying?
Mold. Yeah, right.
Right. Hindi kita makakategorize as one of them. Kumbaga, para sa akin, parang meron kang sariling class.
I'd like to think that because I work on that. Yes, and I work on that. Kasi parang, it took a while din para bago ko matanggap yan, yung sinasabi mo, na parang, yun nga, na maybe I don't have a category na ganun, umabot sa ganun. But, kahit na may ganun na, meron pa rin akong defense mechanism na every time I would receive compliments, either mahiya ako tanggapin or idadaan ko sa yabang. So napupunta siya sa way at the back of my ego. Nagiging stroke lang siya. But it doesn't really go where it's supposed to be. Like hindi siya napupunta sa totoong self-reassurance sa akin. Kasi parang siguro ano na rin, like maybe it's just a precaution dahil kapag same naman kung compliments man or paninira, it goes somewhere, 'di ba? So parang naging defense mechanism ko na yun to just deflect na or to just palagpasin lang sa akin. Kasi kung compliment man yan, natanggap ko yan and buong buo, baka natatakot ako na baka the next time may magsabi naman sa akin ng kabaliktaran na, oy, ang banu mo doon. Dibdibin ko rin masyado, di ba? Regardless kung anong sabihin ng press, anong sabihin ng critics, anong sabihin ng producers, like, Kebs, basta kung happy ako sa nagawa ko eksena, happy ako doon.
Yun na nga, yun yung parating naglalaro sa isip ko kasi syempre before I did this interview, I was doing my research, hinahanap ko yung ano ba yung mga awards ni Mikoy. Parang wala akong masyadong nakita. 'Di ba? So, 'di ba? Ano ba, hindi lang ba nailagay ng Google or hindi ba nailagay ng IMDb o mga ganyan? So,
wala talaga. Wala talaga. Not even parang mas marami pa ako nomination sa musical scoring kaysa sa acting. Like wala talaga. Siguro wala talaga. Wala. Kahit nominations pala wala. Wala akong maalala. So I think it's just really it came at the right time din na considering all the past few years na may times na hindi ako happy with my career, like may roller coaster pa rin na ganoon dati.
Tungkol saan ba to? Tapos sabi mo sa akin, Kuya, PI, 90% of the time, naka-plaster lang ako. So, ito talaga.
Totoo. I mean, 90% of the time nung isang shooting day, naka-plaster ako. Totoo yun. I mean, all the time kasi chinunk in one day lahat ng mga intimate scenes. So, tinuhog namin sa isang araw na magkakasunod lahat ng bed scenes. So,
how's that for
araw
you?
ako halos
like you were naked the whole day.
Yeah. May plaster, yun lang. Like, actually makeshift plaster siya eh. Matigas kasi pag-plaster talaga. So we used napkins. Like, yung napkin ng babae. Like, gano'n, naka-cross siyang ganyan. Nakalagay doon. And then a bunch of tapes. Para hindi siya makita kapag ano. And yun. So parang, take. After mag-take, parang alangan naman, masakit siya yan, daming tape eh. So, pag tinanggal ko siya, tapos babalik ko na naman, matagal. So, I just sit around in that.
Naked.
Parang, yeah.
Okay, kuha niyo akong kape. And then you're naked.
Like, nagkakape ako na gano'n na sige,
it must be very uncomfortable, no? For you.
Uncomfortable kasi yung tapes. Pero, in general, I think I found it
liberating.
Liberating, yes. I found it liberating. Na to the point na parang, di ibig sabihin, effective yung ginawa naming intimacy workshop. Kasi, I felt that comfortable on set. So parang sinakyan ko na yun na parang, hindi, sige. Like, what
happens in an intimacy workshop?
Intimacy workshop kasi, it's like...
Ano lang I have never seen one. Right. Of course, I've heard of it, but I don't know what's happening in there.
Well, just like in some acting workshops, meron kasing mga workshops na specialized doon sa mga gantong kind of scenes. But in acting workshops kasi, kayo lang actors yun nandun. So when you get to the set, sometimes it is not fully translated kung ano yung limitations sa boundaries because wala naman sila nung workshop eh. So dito sa intimacy workshop, this was done with the director, my co-actor, and the producer. Para ma-set, ang pinaka-goal lang talaga niya is to set your boundaries. Na hindi pwedeng alisin yung, kasi baka hindi na kunin ulit kapag di ko ginawa. Or alisin yung, baka isipin nila KJ ako, baka isipin nila maarte ako. Or yung mga ganun. Para maging comfortable to say no and to say na parang pag ginawa ko to, meron kasi siyang tinatawag na si Miss Missy Mara, siya yung nag-intimacy workshop sa akin na she studies this abroad then and then she brings it here. Tapos, there's this thing na parang sugat. Na parang, as pleasers sometimes, bilang mga artista on set, na you want to please the directors and the producers and all, we say yes to things kahit na alam natin afterwards, it might scar us. And these scars can accumulate. It can become trauma. So, dun siya nagiging worry about na parang you have to take note of this na kahit sabihin natin, sige, direct game, gawin natin ngayon. Pero pag uwi mo sa bahay, pagsisisihan mo ba yung ginawa mo? Meron ka bang regret? Pero kahit konti, mag-accumulate yun. And then, mawawalan ka ng trust sa set. Mas mahirapan ka umarte kasi hindi ka relaxed.
At dala mo na yun kahit sa succeeding projects.
Like,
yung trauma ba? Yung whatever that is.
Right. Plus, yung nandun nga yung director and yung producer. So, we don't have to go on set and explain ourselves to the producers kasi they were doing the workshops with us already. Diba? So, malinaw na. So, pagdating sa set, Missy was there and, thank you. Missy was there and the producers and the producer, isa lang, and the director, sila na nag-set na, okay, 2 tao lang tayo. Cameraman, focus puller, and assistant director. 3 pala. And then the director, tas kami na, and Missy. Tas choreograph namin, we were taking our time, like hindi yung, bilisan na, oras na, marami tayong kailangan tapusin. Walang ganon. Like, we were really taking our time, tapos kinausap din ni Missy isa-isa, yung mga cameramen, parang, meron kasing, minsan kasi, kahit yung mga simple slight comments like, yan na. Yung mga ganon, na marinig mo nagpulungan, it can cause unsafe
discomfort At saka parang ang feeling mo merong naninilip sa'yo.
That's the process from the workshop to the mismong pag-facilitate ng intimacy na yun. Na it's just a matter of giving importance na nanggagaling pa siya sa facilitator talaga at hindi sa actors mismo. Kasi minsan pag sa actors nanggagaling, nababansag ang attitude or maarte. So, it's nice na parang there's someone who's really specialized to state these things sa parang profession ko to so ganito dapat at ganito hindi dapat, dito siya komportable, dito siya hindi komportable. Okay, gawin natin to.
So malinaw, kumbaga malinaw sa lahat, even the DOP, even yung tagahawak ng ilaw or whatever, malinaw sa lahat na trabaho to, hindi ito, we are not here to pleasure ourselves.
Yes, mismo.
I'm following this woman on IG. She explains everything that's happening in an intimate scene. And parang yung na-debunk niya yung na parang it's not sexually pleasurable for everyone in the set. It should look sexually pleasurable on camera, but not for the actors, but not for the not for the people around. So alam mo yun na parang ang galing. So naano ko talaga na parang oo nga kasi di ba parang iniisip natin as moviegoers, as people who watch that intimate scene on na parang hoy, si Mikoy damang-dama na niya. Parang ganoon. Pero pag kinunan mo pala yun, ang layo nyo. Ano lang yun, kumbaga camera trick lang. Pero look like it's you're in the heat of the moment. Kasi nga as actors, you have to show it.
Diba? Yun siya, choreographed siya. It's choreographed actually, kung ano yung mga positions, kung gaano kalapit, paano dadayain, kasi may towels or sometimes pillows kami in between our genitalia para hindi magkailangan, kasi yun yung kunwari sa partner ko, yun yung no-no sa kanya, and sa akin din parang wag mong tatamaan itlog ko. Parang gano'n. So yun yung nakalista yun nakalista yung do's and don'ts sa amin Sa akin, wag mo lang lalapit yung mukha mo sa paa ko at wag mong tatamaan yung itlog ko. The rest okay na.
Bakit?
Tapos
sorry, curious lang ako.
Conscious ako sa paa ko kasi like matagal lang, like simula bata ako, yung paa ko mukha siyang paa ng Hobbit. So I don't like
hindi ko pa nakikita pa mo in fairness.
Ito.
Wag na. Hoy, hindi naman.
Insecure ako sa paa ko. So ayokong lumalapit sila doon and ayokong hinahawakan. So yun lang. But yeah, it's choreographed, and then what's nice about it is dahil choreographed na siya, what's left for me to do, wala na akong kailangang isipin na wait, uncomfortable ka ba sa partner ko? Okay ba sa'yo to? Wala. Kasi given na like, pinaghandaan na namin So what's left for me to do is just really get in the moment and feel it.
Itong mga intimate scenes ba na to, nagselos ba yung girlfriend mo?
Hindi naman selos. Hindi siya nagselos. But
so walang anti-selos dance, ganon?
Wala.
Hindi siya kumonsulta kay Jack Roberto.
Hindi. Hindi siya nag-JRU. Hindi siya
nag-JRU.
But she got uncomfortable with the thought. To be honest. Kasi
did she watch the film?
Not yet. Yun nga
hindi pa.
I don't take that against her. Siya rin naman nagsabi na parang hindi ko pa kayang panoorin sa premiere. Kasi nape-pressure siya dahil premiere, tapos alam ng taong girlfriend ko siya, like andun yung family ko, andun yung mga ibang friends ko, and she knows na they're gonna be asking her questions, and she didn't like the pressure. Plus, hindi naman kasi siya artista, so like hindi naman sa hindi niya naiintindihan, pero she was just like give me time and give me space. Fully matatanggap ko rin.
I-plain and simple natin, hindi niya naiintindihan ngayon. Because sabi mo nga, kasi hindi siya artista.
Oo. Nung start lang gawin. Ngayon naiintindihan na niya. And she knows her boundaries. Like, katulad dun sa intimacy workshop niya. She knows her boundaries. Alam niya kung hanggang saan niya kayang gawin yung mga ganun ko sa work. So, I think pag sa next screening, manonood na siya. Pero, yun like gets ko rin naman.
Yun tatanong ko sa'yo, kailan ba ang screening nito? Kasi sabi ko sa'yo, I promised you na panonoorin ko to. And
right.
Sinabi ko talaga sa'yo, di ba, na parang, Mikoy, hindi ko yata kayang panoorin yan. Mag-iibatingin ko sa'yo
Hindi naman. Nung nagkita tayo sa set, di ba, napanood ko na sabi ko sa'yo na it's tasteful naman. Like, hindi naman siya porn BL levels. Like, hindi naman siya ganun. It was really tasteful. It was really, the reason why kung bakit ko rin naman tinanggap yung project was not because na, uy, daring to. Na, parang hindi nga ginamit lang sa marketing yun Pero it's really like a relationship-centered film. And kailangan lang gawin yung ibang love scenes just to further kwento yung concept.
Kumbaga deeper take.
Like, hindi siya yung basta lang kailangan kumeme. Like, kailangan siyang ipakita kasi part siya doon ng concept So, it is very tasteful. But I think we're doing around the festivals first before we
international ito dadalhin nyo na to abroad
I hope so. And I think so. I heard na parang one of the producers or the guests from a different country nung Cinemalaya specifically asked for our film. Our film is one of 3 films out of the entries na kinuha nila that they want to showcase abroad. And then we submitted to other festivals then. And ayun, sana makalipad ako kung saan man yung festival na yun, di ba?
Bakit hindi?
Sana padala nila ako.
Oo. I'm sure pag after this airs baka kailangan ng update ito dahil hindi lang balanghay ang hawak mo.
Wow!
Sarap, diba?
Sarap doon. Parang, ano ba yan? Wala namang paglalagyan.
Tanggalin mo na yung mga nasa likod mo.
Pwede ba wag yun na muna bigyan ng awards kasi puno na yung shelf ko. Pag nagpa-renovate na ako ng bahay ulit, ate.
Kasi gano'n lang pala kalaki yung shelf mo. Kasi lang yung balanghay. Pero you're playing here a role of a playboy. Gaano ba kalapit sa real life mo to?
Yeah. Actually, yung playboy na term na yun, hindi ko alam kung paano nakapasok yun doon. Lumang term I mean, hindi siya playboy. Kasi playboy, maisip mo agad na parang, like, uy, liga dito. Like, uy, may chicks. So, like, marami yung babae. Like, hindi siya ganun Ano siya? It's para siyang not even promiscuous, pero he's just really liberated na parang I'm not in a relationship, so I can
I'll just
talk with people. So parang ba't ako kailangan madali? So yun, ganun siya na parang, pero meron siya mga scapegoats, like, and meron siya mga tricks or style na parang to pick up people, pick up women, and then gumagana naman kasi yun nga, like, may charm siya, but these are all band-aids to him dahil meron siya mga hindi na-address sa self niya. And that's how he gets along. That's how he copes up na parang panakip-butas na lang yun. That's why every night lumalabas siya, brings home different people, and then ganun. And then biglang napunta siya sa relationship na parang, wait lang, gusto ko ba to o hindi ko gusto? Or may choice pa ba ako? Pero nandito na Kasi hindi siya sanay mag-commit. Tapos yun, doon nangyari, doon umikot yung kwento.
So, malayo talaga sa totoong buhay to. Nothing to do with your life. Hindi ka nakarelate.
To be honest, nakarelate. Like, may face din naman akong gano'n.
Meron ba?
Meron ba? Meron. Kasi okay lang naman Like, feeling ko hindi naman dapat sinusyon yung gano'n. Kasi, again, you're not married or you're not in a relationship. So, yeah, right. So, what's stopping you from exploring? But, I think, ang key lang dun is, you should not lose the awareness na kung paano nawala yung awareness ng character ko sa film na to. Like, there should always be that awareness na I know this is temporary. I know hindi ko ikabubuti to in the long run. I know eventually I would want to settle down maybe. But I won't get it if I keep doing this. So, yung ganong awareness, sana hindi huwag mawala sa isip nila yun when they see the role.
Alam mo, ang tingin ko sa'yo, this is just a personal take, nag-mature ka over the years, and hindi lang sa pagiging aktor, kundi the way you deal with people and the way you talk with people. And I'm sure your past relationships, malaking naitulong yan to be, to make you the better person that you are now.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you agree?
I agree 100%. Like, I think it's just sad to think sometimes na I had to learn all those things in the expense of hurting another person.
Mm.
Na hindi ko rin naman maiwasan. And siya rin naman siguro sa akin dati. But in the end, meron pa rin wala.
Are we talking about a specific may pareho ba tayo ng iniisip dito?
Oh, wala naman ako ibang ex eh. Isa lang naman. Wala naman ang ibang naging seryosong relationship.
Papangalanan ko, okay lang.
Okay lang.
Okay.
Si Thea.
Of course, syempre alam ko naman na of course it was a serious relationship between you and
you
Thea.
were there too. Like you were there
I
too.
was there. Doon sa mga iyakan blues na hindi na never made it to the news kasi mahal ko kayo pareho. But how are you and Thea now?
We talk pag nagkikita kami. Pero hindi na kami nagkikita siguro.
Pero okay, like parang okay na. Like
okay na.
Both of you have moved on. Both of you have, acknowledged na of course nag-fail yung relationship natin, but doesn't necessarily mean na pati tayo magfa-fail as friends.
Yeah, well at first, yun naman talaga yung nangyari. Yun yung naman naging usapan. Basta meron din. Basta after ng breakup, may times na nag-uusap pa rin kami. And isa yun sa mga napag-uusapan namin before na parang, like, it was a good, yung huling breakup namin was really good na parang, naging mutual na lang na feel namin sa isa't isa.
Ilang
na parang,
breakups ba kayo?
Siguro mga 3.
Mala Alden to, no? Yung movie ni Alden, 5 breakups.
5 breakups. Oo nga, no? Pero 3 lang naman yung sa amin, siguro. I think,
hindi pa umabot sa quota.
Hindi pa umabot sa pelikula. Hindi pa siya pwede gawing kwento sa pelikula. 3 pa lang siya. Pero I think the last 3 or 4, I'm not sure. Basta yung the last one was a good one na parang okay na. Okay na. Like,
nag-mature na kasi.
Okay na. Hanggang dito na lang tayo talaga eh. And if you want to be better and we want that for the both of us, like hindi lang sa selves namin, like gusto ko rin sa kanya yun, gusto niya sa akin, in order to do that, we had to not be together. Parang may mga ganung bagay.
You see, that's a perfect example eh. Parati ko sinasabi yan eh. Like, sa isang breakup, wala naman talagang masama minsan. I mean, kadalasan, walang masama eh. Like parang, both of you are good people. You and Thea, both of you are really good people. I know you personally. Pareho kayong dalawa. Pareho kayong mabait. Pareho kayong loving na tao.
It's just, because of, we did try. Like, ang tagal namin sinubukan. Pero, with how
naka 4 breakups ba naman kayo, chef?
Like 7 years. 7 years. Naka 7 years din kami. So, parang, it just boiled down to, okay, so, yan ka talaga, we tried, and we can only do so much. Sa akin din, we tried and I can only do so much with me. Baka mas malaya tayong magagawa natin yung mga bagay na to kung hindi na lang tayo nasa picture ng isa't isa. Para wala nang iniisip na baka hindi okay sa kanya to, baka masaktan lang kita, na yung gano'n, na parang it was from the get-go naman kasi we knew that we were in a relationship on an early stage in our lives.
I think nasabi ko rin yan at some point na parang kung yung relationship nyo happened ngayon, it would have lasted or it would have worked. Kasi iba yung dinaanan nyo eh. Iba yung bata pa talaga kayo nun eh. Hindi nyo talaga, kumbaga in the relationship, hindi na kayo nag-grow eh. Parang pareho kayong bata. Ang feeling ko nga sa inyo parang naglalaro lang.
Parang na tinatry maging seryoso, no?
Na maging seryoso. Totoo.
Totoo. May ganun siyang factor, may ganun siyang feels. Pero andun rin kasi yung, especially at that time, ang maganda doon was we were aware parehas naman na okay, masyado pa maaga para i-prioritize tong relationship na to. Like career first more than anything and self first more than anything. Like kung meron kang kailangan gawin sa work or sa career na feeling mo masasaktan ako, gawin mo pa rin. Kasi like paano kita suportahan or paano mo susuportahan, di ba? Like, ang aga pa para magdikta tayo kung anong mga gusto natin. We were still figuring out things, kung anong gusto namin sa career namin, anong gusto naming path, anong gusto naming work, anong klaseng projects gusto namin. Dinaramdam pa lang namin lahat yan. So, we didn't want the relationship to get in the way. So, number 1 talaga sa amin, ever since, from the simula nung nag-start kami hanggang matapos, is yung we knew if we were made to do or if we had to do like greater things than our relationship, we should do it. So, umabot sa ganun na parehas kaming na-feel namin na I think this is the last great thing we can do for each other. To just prioritize fully what we want for ourselves.
Do you see yourself working with Thea?
Yeah, why not? Naka-work ko siya sa Lolong nung lock-in for a time. Nag-guest siya sa amin. Yeah, why not?
Was it comfortable nung nagkasama kayo sa set ulit?
At first, it wasn't because parang nakakapanibago na ngayon ko pa lang siya makikita in the flesh. Like, after, what, months? A year? I wasn't sure. But, halos buong pandemic eh. Tapos bigla nagkalolong, doon ko siya unang makikita. It was kind of uncomfortable dahil inaasar-asar din kami. Tapos parang umabot na sa point na kami ni Thea na parang, hindi na ba maubos yung jokes nyo sa aming dalawa? Lahat lagi nyo na lang inaasar. Tapos parang minsan may mga hirit na, ikaw kasi, Mikoy, sinaktan mo eh. Parang talaga ba? Gusto nyo ba malaman yung totoong nangyari? Kung ikwento ko kaya lahat dito.
Yun na nga masama. Pag nagbitaw ka ng salita na gano'n, na parang gusto nyo bang malaman yung totoong nangyari, parang ang feeling ng ibang tao, si Thea yung masama.
Yun nga
diba?
eh.
Parang gano'n eh.
Basta sa amin na lang yun. I think hindi naman na kailangan hindi naman na kailangan i-explain yun. Tapos na yun eh.
You don't owe anyone kung ano yung rason talaga.
Exactly.
Sa inyo yan eh. I will move on from Thea because marami tayong pag-uusapan kung si Thea ang dahil mahal ko kayo pareho, I'll move on. Let's talk about your role sa Maging Sino Ka Man. And this is very exciting. Kwento mo nga sa akin, di ba? Yun yung role ni Dennis Padilla dati. And markadong-markado at nakakatawa yung role. And I know you're going to bring in some comic relief.
Well, totoo yun. Comic relief. Para dun sa, kasi laging pinapoint out ni Direk Enzo yun eh. Na kung papanoorin mo ulit yung Maging Sino Ka Man nila Robin, if you take out Dennis from it, it's really a dark movie. Like, ang dark na talaga.
Yes.
Like, yun yung nagpapagaan doon, yung tandem nilang dalawa ni Robin siya ni Dennis. So, in a way, he modernized it. We modernized it. Kung paano na, like, isang sanggano with na tandem, paano na sila today. Like, ano na yung culture today ng ganung sanggano. Like, so it's more adapted to how the world is today. So I think
it's a modernized version of...
Yes, modernized. Pero hindi
Maging
pa rin...
Sino Ka Man.
Modernized. Yun yung naging tricky and naging careful si Direk with it. Nagme-make sure pa rin sina Direk and the writers and kami na hindi siya maging ma-enjoy pa rin siya ng both viewers. Like dun sa mga nakanood na ng original movie would see na parang ito na yung kalading ngayon or ito na yung silibag noon, parang gano'n. Tapos pero at the same time parang yung twists and yung flavors na dinadagdag namin, I think it's still heavily incorporated in a way na parang palamuti lang siya talaga na dinagdagan lang namin yung mga dati.
Pero nakuha niyo na ba yung yung tandem ninyong dalawa ni David?
I think so at this point kasi matagal-tagal na rin kami nagte-taping and medyo mahirap mga paanong start kasi although David's a nice guy but never ko kasi siya naka-work before. So first time ko siyang makausap na matagal. First time ko siya magkaroon ng isang full conversation with. And first time ko siya makasama sa set. So, may ganung kaapaan. But now, parang mas madali na, mas magaan na ngayon. Mas wala nang parang wala nang malamig na hangin.
Like wala nang wall.
Wala na. Like enough for the scenes to work.
Pero all praises ka kay Barbie Fortesa.
Oo naman. Like, niloloko ko nga siya na parang, pwede na ba itabi yung picture ko sa tabi ng picture mo bilang nanalo na rin ako ng Cinemalaya. Pero, totoo naman kasi, like, I think Barbie is one of our prime stars for a reason.
I agree. Okay, meron kasing mga nagpadala sa amin dito ng questions. Briefly mo lang sagutin ha. Kasi
okay. Parang fast talk, ganun?
Love advice to eh. From Mr. Searching. I have a really hard time with women. Sinusubukan ko talagang mahanap ang the one pero parang laging sablay ako sa mga date. I have been told that I come off too intense. Pero gusto ko lang namang malaman kung compatible kami. Marami na akong bad experiences sa mga naging girlfriend ko kaya ayoko na ulit masaktan. I guess I have low self-esteem now. Hindi ko alam kung paano ito may improve. Help.
Oh, wow. Well, number one, have you explored your preferences? Baka kasi binanggit niya na I have a hard time with women. So have you tried it with men? Like, are you open enough to do that? Like, are you... I mean, wala akong pag-explore ka, 'di ba?
Yeah.
But also, if yun dun sa coming off as intense, I think maybe you should try listening more than
imposing,
than
finding out.
Oo, maybe you should listen more para kung gusto mo malaman talaga kung compatible sa'yo, then listen more instead of asking more. And then maybe mas marami kang makita pa or ma-discover sa tao na yun.
At sa sarili mo.
At sa sarili mo. Right. Because madalas na overlook yun na parang yung listening, na it's really a skill na when you listen not to respond, but to listen, just listening. Like, sanay kasi tayo, di ba, na parang pag nakikinig tayo na habang di pa tapos magsalita, meron na tayong, okay, ito isasagot ko sa kanya. Pero kung wala yun, I think some people who oversee that, na parang o who overlook that would be surprised sa mga makukuha nila sa taong yun just by listening.
Yes. Ginulat mo ako maganda ang maganda objective. I have to give it to you. Okay, number 2 from Mr. Tired. Ano kaya ang pwede kong gawin sa misis ko? Nagtatrabaho ako ng 10 hours a day. Pag uwi ko, kailangan ko pang tiisin at disiplinahin ng mga makukulit kong anak. The last thing I want after a busy day ay makinig sa complaints ng asawa ko. How can I get her to give me a break?
Well,
complicated, may anak no?
Oo pero ang una ko kasing naramdaman at naisip nung binanggit niya yun, like, I want that. Like, I'm looking forward to having that. Like, to having those kind of problems.
That stress, that kind of stress.
Na meron kang uuwian, baka perspective din na parang, ay, may nauwian ka. At least may nauwian ka. Like, ako pinapangarap ko lang yung meron ka ngayon. Pero, not about me, about you. I mean,
that's a good point, na parang maybe si Mr. Tired is not actually counting his blessings. No? Na parang, some people would just dream of the life he's having right now. Pero siya, ang tingin niya doon is parang, nakakapagod.
Oo Natotoo naman. Pero obligasyon mo rin sarili mo. So I think it should be well communicated with your spouse or with your partner, kung sino man yun, na parang, wait lang, pwede ba ako sa kabilang kwarto matulog tonight? Hindi dahil ayaw kita. Na, yun pa mahirap kasi lagi na uwi siya. Bakit? Di ka na ba in love sa akin? Parang, pero kung yun yung kailangan mo, di ba? If you need to feel na mag-isa ka lang ulit, like, take a breather, take one for the team, and the next time your partner needs that too, edi ikaw yung, sige, ako muna sa mga bata, go, like, mag-overnight ka, mag-check-in ka kung saan man, matulog ka sa dati mong bahay with your parents or whatever, like, small things like that. I think, it hindi kasi uso sa culture natin yun in general, sa mga Pinoy na sa atin laging family, ganun tayo ka family-oriented. But it's really, nakakalimutan natin yun, na parang we have to have me times. Diba? We have to date ourselves.
Diba, parang sometimes kasi, diba, a break away from kids. Na, dalhin muna natin sa lola nila or sa mga tita nila, and then mag-date tayong dalawa. Kasi minsan yun yung kulang sa mag-asawa date.
Oo, na akala nila parang ang problema lang is, hindi kasi hindi enough yung income namin Well, may mga cousins akong ganun Hindi enough yung sweldo namin, kaya nagkakainitan kami kasi stress kami sa work. Parang, hindi, baka lang tagal na kayo hindi nagsisex. Like, baka yun lang yun. And then, di ba? Like, not necessarily sex, but anything intimate. Kaya ka nga naging monogamous, naging partner in life. Kasi alam mo, na feeling mo, this person can make you feel loved, seen, and liked.
Yes.
For who you are, di ba? So, kaya nga kayo naging mag-partners dahil gagawin niyo sa isa't isa So, how are you gonna do that kung if you won't let yourselves do that to each other, di ba? So, iparamdam mo at ramdamin mo rin na gusto pa rin kita. At kung hindi at meron ding kabaliktaran na parang iba naman puro physical intimacy, but intimacy
kulang naman sa intellectual intimacy.
Oo, or emotional intimacy na parang, when was the last time you talked about your dreams with me? When was the last time you talked about your goals with me? Like, when was the last time you shared kanina, kausap mo yung parents ko, tapos di ka pala natutuwa sa kanila, but hindi mo ino-open up sa akin yun? Like, true. I want that connection para nag-accumulate siya.
Diba, your deepest third question na tayo.
Okay, game.
Coming from Miss Help. From Miss Help, does following your ex on social media count as cheating? Happily married ako sa isang lalaking mabait, sweet, mapagmahal. 13 years na kaming mag-asawa. But I find myself looking on social media at photos of my ex-boyfriend. Someone na mas una kong nakilala sa husband ko. Minsan gusto kong i-message si ex para kamustahin. Pero hindi pa naman natutuloy because I have to remind myself na masasaktan ng mister ko. Is this emotional cheating?
I don't think it's cheating yet. I don't think it's cheating yet kasi wala pa naman siyang ginagawa about it. Pero feeling ko kasi like ang take ko sa cheating na yan in terms of sa ganyan with ex or kahit hindi sa ex, cheating is like knowing the threshold of pain ng partner mo and still going beyond it. And yung threshold na yun varies per person. Like, kahit yung iba are okay with cheating. I mean, not cheating or hindi cheating sa kanila yun. Yung iba are okay with... Basta there are specifics na parang...
May ibang tao okay lang na... Define your threshold when it comes to cheating.
Define your threshold.
Bawat couple, magkaiba yan eh.
Magkaiba, di ba? Na parang ako, like, masasaktan ako... Hindi totoo to like, example lang to. Like, masasaktan ako kung mag-dinner out ka with just a guy ng kayong dalawa. But if you hook up with someone, okay lang. Example lang yun hindi totoo yun. Pero yun yung threshold ko. And kung sa'yo baliktad, edi yun din yung threshold mo. Now for me, cheating is knowing the threshold and still going beyond it. So, alamin niya sa partner
karamihan pa naman ng mga tao, ganun. Pag nasimulan, going, why don't I take it a step higher? Kasi diba, I mean, human nature yan eh.
Oo, na parang reverse psychology, no? Na parang, paano kaya to? Pero I think it's yun nga I think it still boils down to you communicating with your partner and tanungin mo sa partner mo kung okay lang ba gawin yun. Kasi kung ikaw, number one, wala naman sa'yo yung pag-follow mo sa ex mo at wala ka namang intention na makipagbalikan o nagustuhan pa rin siya. I mean, kung sure kang malinis yung intention mo na you can stay friends with that person, then sabihin mo sa partner mo at tanungin mo sa kanya kung okay lang ba. Ngayon, kung hindi, try to figure out kung bakit. Like, asan nanggagaling yun? May trust issues ka ba? Tapos, and then you weigh kung ano mas matimbang. Mas importante ba sa akin na maging friends pa kami ng ex ko at masaktan siya? Or try na lang namin i-address unti-unti yung trust issues ng partner ko at alisin ko na lang sa picture kasi mas gugulo pa kapag finalo ko yung ex ko kasi wala namang mawawala sa akin. Like, I think it's
hindi kasi together, yung iba, diba? Pina-follow nila, parang hindi ka pwedeng maging masaya hanggat hindi ako masaya, gano'n.
Iba rin naman yun.
Iba yung purpose nun.
Iba rin naman yung purpose na yun. Like, if that helps you cope, edi okay lang din, di ba? But I think it's really a matter of communicating your thresholds with your partner. Na kung anong okay sa kanya, anong hindi okay sa kanya, and then don't go beyond that. Kung may sa tingin kang gagawin mong medyo lalagpas doon, i-communicate mo pa rin na parang, wait lang, baka masaktan ka sa gagawin ko. Okay lang ba?
The key is communication. Totoo lang.
It's communication. Right.
Oo. Kasi aside from communication, ako kasi of course, hindi ko na maaminin sa harap ng husband ko to. Seloso ko talaga. Super seloso ko. Like I have may dalawa akong kumbaga questions kung gagawin ko siya o hindi. Like number one, pag nalaman ko ba na ginawa ito ng husband ko sa akin, masasaktan ba ako? So, pag sa tingin ko na hindi naman ako masasaktan, gagawin ko. Kasi, di ba parang, for sure, harmless yun. And two, pag nalaman ba niya to, masasaktan ba siya?
Right. Gets ko. Right. Mas gets ko yung two, na kung pag nalaman ba niya to, masasaktan siya. Kasi parang, I think lang, personally, yung the first one na sinabi mo na pag ginawa ba niya to sa akin, masasaktan ba ako? Kasi parang, I think that's very considerate and sensitive. I mean, it's a good thing really na ganun, 'di ba? Pero I think it could also be kasi a trigger or a tool para mapunta dun sa magkaiba naman kayong tao eh. Like, may mga gagawin siyang masasaktan ka.
You may finish each other's sentences, pero hindi kayo parehong tao eh.
Yun nga eh. Hindi kayo parehong tao, di ba?
So, that's why you really need to communicate.
Pero may question ako sa'yo. Like, ikaw ba, inamin mo kanina na seloso ka, di ba? Na...
Uy, hindi it's not on record. Charot.
No, pero I mean, knowing that you have that tendency, have you ever tried to natumbukin kung bakit?
Yeah.
Really? What did you come up with?
It dates back from my childhood days. Kasi tawag dito parang parating nga, well, like you, I'm always the second choice. I'm always the second good person. I'm always never good enough. Ganon. Right. Yung parang binigay ko na lahat ng galing ko sa sayaw, pero may pinsan akong mas magaling sumayaw.
Right. Tapos
binigay ko na lahat ng galing ko sa pagkanta, pero may pinsan akong mas magaling kumanta. It's always like that. It's always so it's so hard to win the love of people. It's really very hard. And I found out along the way na you don't really have to win it. It's going to be given to you in your time, in his time.
In his time, right.
Totoo.
So you had the time na parang you felt na consistently you had to fight for the love. Parang ganun.
Right, I get that. Lahat halos ng relationships ko, man, I'm telling you, I had lots of relationships, failed relationships, and it's always that parating parang parati siyang may icing ng selos. It's always that.
Right. I get that. Nagaling sa insecurity, no? Yeah.
And you know what? I'm really proud to say, the person I'm with right now, we've been married 5 years and we've been going on almost 10 years and never kami nagkaroon ng problema sa selos. The only person that I am with, na never akong nagkaroon ng problema sa selos. I was trusting him with all my being. And I think he's doing the same thing. Because at the end of the day, kami yung magkasama, because we like torturing each other. We like torturing each other with the truth.
Yeah.
Never kaming yung parang ang tabu sa amin na na mag-sugarcoat, ang tabu sa amin na kasi I think we're both intelligent people eh.
Right.
Parang pag hindi mo na-gets yan, talo ka. Sorry. Parang gano'n.
Kung pinaikot-ikot mo ba, nakaka-insulto yun, na sa tingin mo ba hindi ko magigets?
Exactly. Marami kaming away na ganyan, na parang
ikaw mo gawin tanga.
Pwede mo namang sabihin na lang na gano'n na lang. So it's always like that. So parang we develop that thing na parang sabihin na natin kesa maging problema pa to. Because anything and everything in this world has a potential to be a problem eh.
Right.
Alam mo, I always end this podcast with yung me turning the tables around na ikaw yung magtatanong. We call that segment Ask Nelson. Ito na yung Ask Nelson mo.
Yun na pala yun.
baka may itanong ka pa eh. Natakot ako eh. Pero hindi, totoo yun ha. Totoo yun. Ang ganda nung nung mga points mo, and I totally agree. Like communication is the key. Yan yung parang love, trust, peace, yan, communication ang nagbabind dyan. Kasi how can you make that person feel love kung hindi mo kino-communicate yung love? Diba?
Exactly.
How can you have understanding if you do not communicate understanding with a person? Yeah. It's always that bearer. Siya yung kumbaga, siya yung yung messenger nung nung kung gusto mong iparating. You communicate. Diba?
Yeah. Because these things, yung mga binanggit mong values, like understanding, the trust, and the love, these things aren't given naman eh. Like, these are things you work for and do. Like, it's not na parang, okay, we're a couple now, so there's love and understanding and trust. Not necessarily. Like, it should be constantly, communicated and expressed. And I think, meron kasi tayong culture din na parang andaling mag-assume. Like, andun tayo, because we're not very straightforward, we're too polite, and we're too, masyado tayong mabait, masyado tayong considerate na, kasi pinalaki tayo na sinasabi sa atin na, pag sumagot ka pa, mali ka na. Like, huwag kang sasagot sa nakakatanda. So, parang ngayon, tumanda na tayo, meron tayong mga hindi, nasanay na hindi i-communicate kasi baka papagalitan tayo, di ba? But, that thing really gets in the way of you communicating na ano ba naman yung sabihin mo yung nararamdaman mo, and not for the other person not to take it against you na hindi masama yun, sabihin mo lang sa akin lahat. Like, ganun din ako from the start na itong relationship ko ngayon na parang let's like, kaya nga tayo naging mag-best friends eh. Like, kaya nga tayo nagka-inlovean eh, dahil we tell each other everything. So why does that have to stop? Like, it shouldn't.
Nabi-BS ako dun sa na parang ayoko sabihin sa kanya kasi alam ko masasaktan siya. Yung the mere fact na itinago mo, di ba siya masasaktan?
Yun nga eh. Saka why do you have to do it anyway? Kung ano masasaktan.
Yeah. Saka di ba, take the first step. Alam nyo lang na parang sasabihin ko nang sasabihin parati yung totoo. I will not hide anything from you. Ganon. So, pag nasanay na kayo doon, wala na. Madali na yun. Like, parang pag-uwi mo sa bahay, huy, alam mo, I run into my ex.
Oo, ganun lang.
Wala na, Mikoy, thank you very much. Thank you for the wonderful time. I super enjoyed it.
Me too.
I will see you very soon.
I'll see you.
Ayan.
All right.